Welcome back to Stooge Stream. I'm your host, the Stooge. This is the TNA News and Impact Wrestling recap. It's the Impact episode from the 20th of October. I'm joined as always by my sidekick, my wrestling confidant, my hetero life mate, Gbanks.
What's happening, YouTubers? And hey, I actually like that hetero life mate quote.
That's a James Silent Bob quote.
Yeah, You're
gonna steal that one?
Yeah, probably gonna steal that one.
Okay.
TM.
No, that's Kevin Smith, dude. That's it. He owns that. He owns that.
Fine,
he owns that. All right, so let's open up with some news because for the past couple of weeks, what's been happening backstage has been more intriguing than what's been happening on the show. And we've had broken Matt Hardy and Brother Nero.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, so some of this you may know, some of this you don't know, because I know that you've been busy this week. I've been trying to keep up a little bit. I've actually been sick. That's why there's been so little content on the YouTube channels, which is going to be fixed shortly.
Mm-hmm.
But tried to keep up a little bit with what's been happening. Okay, so firstly, we know now why Billy Corgan is suing Impact Wrestling, Dixie Carter, the executives, everyone inside. She's suing Dixie's husband.
Who?
Billy. He's suing everyone.
I actually don't know about this.
He's on a suing spree.
Fuck, he's going hardcore. He's going Stone Cold Steve Austin on these people.
Yeah, he's stunning them with lawsuits. Yeah. So basically,
you're copping one. Husband, you're copping one. What's that? Little 5-year-old? You're copping one.
Yeah, everyone's copping one.
Yeah.
So basically, my understanding from the rumors and news, what everyone's been reporting is such as this. TNA owes millions of dollars in taxes to the state of Florida. TNA owns millions of dollars to other companies as well.
Of course.
So basically, TNA is on the verge of bankruptcy, full stop. Not only that, TNA personally owes Billy Corgan a lot of money because he paid for 3 rounds of TV tapings. Yeah. That's how he became the president of the company and so forth, with the understanding that they were going to sell the company to him.
Okay.
All right.
And what was that going to mean? Was that mean Billy was going to pay off all their debts and that? Or?
Well, he didn't know about the debts. So here's how it works, right? When you invest in a company, they have to show you the books. Turns out they pulled a bit of an Al Capone and cooked the books a little bit.
Okay, yeah.
So the truth of the company was it's in a lot more trouble than it seems.
No.
So
that's not good news.
This was the beginning of the week. Okay. By the end of the week, seems like things have changed again. Now, those lawsuits are still happening. All of that's still going on, right? But now the Fight Network has stepped in with a whole lot of funding for TNA to keep them out of the hands of WWE, because guess what streams on the Fight Network?
TNA, Impact Wrestling.
Mm-hmm. Guess what's really popular on the Fight Network?
Impact Wrestling.
So the Fight Network is apparently, now again, some of this is rumor, some of this is speculation, some of this is true, because this shit keeps changing day to day. Apparently the deal was done that Billy was buying the company, then all of this stuff about him, so everything keeps changing. So apparently the Fight Network has injected some money into TNA to keep them stable for now, and has also issued a statement saying that they're going to, in the interim, help support the company going forward until they become more stable.
Okay, interesting.
So they
I heard they have a bit of money too, because they are apparently one of the biggest streaming companies in America. So.
Fight Network is.
Yeah. Like behind WWE, it's actually very popular.
Sports, in the sports category. Yeah. So, like it seems that TNA is fine. Now, also, in other TNA news, we've also found out this week that all the tapings have been done for all the Impact shows between now and the end of December. Now, I'm a little worried about the quality, and I think we're going to touch on that in the recap a little bit.
Yeah.
But then I'm not at the same time, because I'm really enjoying the creative direction.
Yeah.
So a whole lot of things are happening. Still don't know what's happening.
Big changes are happening. We don't know where it's going.
Matt Hardy's still out there talking about the tag team Apocalypto at the end of the year, where all of these apparent teams are going to be... He's working out deals with people. Who knows? It sounds like the deal between him and Ring of Honor and the Young Bucks might be close to being done.
Oh, hopefully. Let's see that.
So that'd be cool.
I wanted to see that. Like, I would risk a limb just to watch that.
That would be great. And we'll see if McMahon joins in, and that's the day of new...
Are you watching? Are you watching Vince McMahon?
Han!
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens. There's a lot of interesting stuff happening in TNA, and that's not even talking about the show itself.
No, no. Let's go on to the show.
Now, on to the episode of Impact that aired on the 20th of October. So we opened with Cody coming down to the ring to talk about his main event title match with Eddie Edwards.
Yep.
He told a really touching story about Dusty Rhodes when he said, "Dad, I want to be a wrestler." And he said, "Well, you better be the best." But in a sweet way, not like, "You better be the best and not destroy my legacy, you little piece of shit."
I think maybe he did say that, but, Cody just sort of, erased that part out. Yeah, he was like, better not say that. Yeah.
No, I don't think that was that at all.
Nah.
I think Flair did that to Charlotte. I don't think Dusty did that to Cody. I think it was this really sweet, touching moment. It really was. It
like,
was nice.
You would think it's kind of boring and like a bit corny, but no, it was sweet. It was like, okay, got to hear a little, shoot story about, Cody.
Dude, I will hear a story about Dusty Rhodes from Cody or from anyone any day of the week. And here's a little fun fact for people. There's a story. Go look it up for yourself. Dusty Rhodes and Blackjack Mulligan wrestled a match that stopped a civil war. I kid you not. Go look up the story.
Yep.
I'm not telling it to you. Cody Rhodes will tell it to you in an interview that he did. It's amazing. Go check that out.
It's real, dudes.
Anyway, so he comes down. Eddie Edwards interrupts him. I thought the chemistry between them was quite nice.
Yeah, it's gotten better, much better. Eddie Edwards is becoming less of a fanboy and more of a wrestler now.
I think he was... the problem I had with Eddie Edwards' character, and if you go back a couple of weeks, I expressed it, was that he's quite vanilla. He's quite stale. He's quite boring on the microphone. And that's all changed in the course of a couple of weeks. He's standing up.
It's like he's got this belt now. All of a sudden, he's got this big confidence. Like, I'm the big shot around here. It's like, okay, dude, you can be. No worries.
It is. It's weird that sometimes a belt makes a wrestler and sometimes a wrestler makes the belt.
Yeah.
So in the case of this, I think the belt really made Eddie Edwards because I think him knowing that the company wants him to be their face has really given him that confidence to dig down and just go, what can I do?
What can I do to make myself better?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And their segment was really nice. Their segment,
it went back and forth between them. Like,
I like how it finished. Like, it was over, it was done, then Lashley interrupted, which was good.
It's like, and they generate a bit of heat too. Like, we were complaining about, like, how's this going to be good if it's just face on face? But then they ended up generating a bit of a heat when they had the little, when they cut the promos.
It
was like a friendly sort of heat, you know what I mean?
It wasn't it was more competitive.
Yeah.
But then Lashley coming in distracted you from the fact that it was a face on face, because that's the story that we're telling now. Like, so that was good. Then Moose came down.
Yeah.
And interrupted Lashley, and I just put Moose on TV, and everyone's happy.
Yeah, exactly. It was people actually were starting. Actually, the fans today in TNA were horrible.
Horrible audience.
There probably were some WWE fans in there, but they were just like booing, like Eddie Edwards when he came out.
So in the middle of a great promo, and they're screaming boring. It's like, you fucking idiots! Are you serious?
As soon as Moose comes out, mood changes.
Yeah, mood changes instantly. It's like, okay, fine, whatever.
That's fair.
It's fair.
That's the one way to shut up the WWE fans.
Yeah, bring out Moose. They'll do that.
Yeah.
So they opened the show. The first match was Moose versus Lashley. Yeah. The winner's becoming the #1 contender. Before we get to the end, what did you think of the match?
I actually liked it, dude. Really, really, two big dudes to open a match. Holy shit. I didn't think that would work, and it actually did.
It does. Like, we say it every time when we see these two lock up. They don't move like big men. They're fantastic. Moose flying over the ropes.
Moose, like, literally, oh my god. I couldn't believe it how high he got. He was literally a flying moose.
We were just talking, like, we're watching and talking at the same time because we kind of critique it a little bit. And we're watching, like, Moose did this amazing drop kick, and we're like, look at how big that drop kick. Oh, forget the drop kick.
Yeah.
Like,
we quickly shut up after that one.
Yeah. Fan marked out immediately. It was amazing. The athleticism of these two guys is fantastic.
It's ridiculous.
So Lashley won. Why?
Yeah, why?
I don't get it.
Like, you stripped him off the title, then now you're giving him another shot with...
You stripped him of his #1 contender, right? I get that.
Yeah.
And now you put him in a match...
For where he wins?
And the whole point of that match, it felt to me, was to put someone over so they become a legitimate number one contender by beating the ex-champion.
Mm-hmm.
Then he can go away and do his MMA thing for a while.
Which he said he was going to do.
And then you have Moose as a number one contender, and it progresses something. This did nothing.
No.
This did nothing for no one.
Yeah, all I see in this is like Bobby Lashley's going to go up against Eddie Edwards again, and Eddie Edwards is going to prove himself.
All this did was make Moose look weak.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
After all of this build-up, oh, so he's not going to win.
Oh, okay.
So why do I want to see this again now?
Yeah. It's like we've already seen this. Like,
yeah.
It's
I'm not interested in seeing Moose and Lashley again now. Like,
no, I'm not interested in seeing Bobby Lashley or Eddie Edwards.
Yeah, and I'm not interested in seeing Lashley and Edwards because I just saw that. Like, why are you doing this? Anyway, moving on. So backstage with
great match to start off with, just the shit.
Great match, just the ending spoiled it. Like,
and actually really good match. Actually,
I was loving the match. I was really enjoying the pace and everything that was happening. And then it got to the end. I'm like, why?
Yeah.
It just seems like a dead end. It really just like for the evolution of the story of what's happening.
And so hey,
dead end.
Like we don't hate Bobby Lashley or anything.
Not at
like
all.
that.
I love Lashley.
Yeah, we love Lashley. Love the whole heel thing he's going through. But look, at the end of the day, a heel is there for there for one reason.
Put over a face.
Exactly. It's put over the good guy. Like evil doesn't always prevail. Like he had his reign, done. It's over.
He's dead now.
Yeah.
Let's move on.
Yeah.
Like, anyway.
Okay.
So backstage with the tribunal, they're not La Tribunal anymore. They're just the tribunal.
Yeah, they're tribunal now.
They're just hard. They just happen to have French accents.
Yeah, for some reason.
They're dressed in black.
I still question that it's fake, but Fee keeps
No, Fee speaks French, and she's like, no, it's real. Yeah, telling us what they're saying and
I
stuff.
still think it's fake.
So they were doing a promo that was actually really good,
Mm-hmm.
and then it got cut into by this hacking group. They call themselves Chaos.
Yeah, which I still think is New Day.
That's not the New Day. And apparently they're coming tonight. Okay, so we'll see what happens there. Next was, again, do this whole episode, and I'm happy. It's a fact of life with Eli Drake. One thing that was weird, though, was the fake laugh track.
Oh, I actually liked it. I didn't mind it. It was very corny, but it was very funny at the same. Like they put it in very inappropriate times.
Yeah.
Like I think they did that on purpose. I was like, ah.
It was corny as but it was done in post production. So and you could tell it was done in post production because at the points he was saying shit to the audience, replying to them, and you couldn't hear them over the fake laugh track. And you're like, half of his shtick is like interacting with the audience, and you just covered that up. Like, and if you thought it was real, you're a retard. Like, it's not, and I don't mean that in a way that is bad to people with mental health problems. I mean, like, there is something wrong with you who is a normal person and shouldn't have something wrong with them. Because, like, really, it was so fake and so canned. Like, it was ridiculous. And that's why it was funny. Amusing, but I kind of like Eli interacting with the crowd.
Yeah, no, I do too.
It took that away, but it did work to some good moments because he's...
And who was the guest that he brought in?
Aaron Rex,
the
grand champion. Yeah. They had some great chemistry together.
Yeah, they did. I was about to say, Aaron Rex played very well with Eli Drake. I was like, holy shit, these guys are working well together. What
I kind of noticed, though, was the crowd is trying to pull Eli Drake to being a face, and he doesn't want to be. So he's back to teaming with a heel to be like, see, I'm still the bad guy.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, it doesn't matter how hard you try. Once the crowd is turned on you, you need to lean into it.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter how bad you are, they're not going to care. Like, you need to lean into it now. Lean into it, become a face for a while, and then you can go back to being the bad guy.
Give us what we want, Eli.
Give it to us.
Yeah.
Give it to me. Okay, dummy. So they were doing the whole, dummy, yeah. Aaron Rex reacting to it great. Like, where's that coming from?
Yeah, it's like,
Ec3 comes out, interrupts him. Press the button.
Very angrily, mind you.
Great, Ec3.
Yeah. As always,
you can just cut a promo, put a microphone on him. He's brilliant. Like that looks very freestyle as well. Like he's just making that shit up on the spot, and it's great. So Eli Drake finally pushes a button, and it's on for young and old.
Yeah.
Ec3 takes out 4 or 5 security guards.
Remind me of the old days when Stone Cold used to jump over 5-6 seconds and try to get to McMahon. It was like that kind of moment. Then I was like, oh.
It was great. He looked like he was going to walk away for a second, and then turned and just jumped and took them all out.
Yeah.
and then ran up and started taking out Eli Drake.
Yeah.
Aaron Rex got the middle of the pull
Trying
apart.
to break him up.
EC3 just knocked his head and
Yeah,
he
just
went
punched him
down.
and like, get lost.
So he gets up and he's gone full heel.
Yeah.
So he starts on EC3.
2-on-1.
Jesse comes out and evens out the odds.
Yeah. And before that, even Aaron Rex said something about like, Jessica is still my true colors.
Yeah.
I had to prove who I am and retain this title and all this shit. So
He's turning full heel.
yeah,
Full heel.
and I
this-
don't mind. I like Aaron Rex heel.
I do.
Yeah.
I want to see it because face wasn't working.
Yeah.
And later in the show, we learn that this is going to now be a tag team match next week.
Yeah.
EC3
And
Jesse versus Aaron Rex and Eli Drake. This is going to be great.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Drop a microphone just halfway down the ring
because
so
all
we
I
can hear them
talk.
talking. Yeah, and just tell them to yell at each other.
I like
for
that
20
little
minutes.
Jersey Shore remark they made. That Aaron Rex made to
I missed it. What did he say?
he's like he was saying like about that whole he saw my true colors and stuff.
Yeah.
He goes, wait, let me put it in terms where
Oh,
New
it's
Jersey
from
people
New
can
Jersey,
understand me. He's like, bruh, you serious? I was just like, nah, damn, stop
That was amazing.
yeah,
Yeah,
I'm like, you're kidding me.
you saw Eli Drake even broke character and started pissing himself laughing.
Oh my god, this is why I like you. This is
Great.
why we see eye to eye.
So then, of course, the biggest attraction in wrestling right now happens. Rebby Hardy. No, I'm kidding. But Rebby Hardy is amazing on the piano doing the live entrance for the Hardys
she's
now.
great.
Amazing. And Jeff coming in and singing and
Yeah.
stuff. Great entrance. So it's the Hardys versus the Tribunal because of last week's their little thing. It's a tag team title match, which I was surprised about. They went straight for it.
Yeah.
Again, before we get to the end, which is clearly obvious, without a doubt, for anyone listening to this, if you don't know what the end of this match is, come on. Bro, serious?
Bro. Come on, you serious?
I like the Tribunal in this. I like seeing this new side of them.
Yeah.
I like the aggression. I
They
like how
look like
tight they were.
hitmen, dude.
Yeah,
Like, I like it.
definitely. And I think this is Matt Hardy's influence. He's like, dude, stick's not working.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your French stick ain't working, brother.
Yeah, let's make you hard.
Yeah. Let's break you.
So, obviously, even in losing, the Tribunal looked really
Yeah.
good.
They actually look like
really
serious
good.
contenders, like
Yeah.
for the first time ever.
Yeah, in
Yeah.
2 weeks.
Yeah, in 2
They
weeks.
went from jokes
Yeah,
to...
literal jokes where Alistair would come out to a whistle, blowing it throughout the whole match.
Yeah,
To now they are up against Hardys and having good matches.
a
Like
brilliant
in
match.
2 weeks.
Liked it. This is
Wow.
a technically tight match and really worth watching.
Mm-hmm.
Hardys win. Hardys going to go on and reign for a while.
Yeah.
Hardys are going to be holding those titles until the tag team apocalypto, I guarantee you.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
They ain't losing them.
But it doesn't mean it's not going to be entertaining along the way because
No.
Matt Hardy is the greatest character.
And
in
on the way,
wrestling
they
today.
can put over all the tag
The
teams.
teams on there, and build up a new generation.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, Matt Hardy. Again, just give him the slammy now.
The
Give him all
man
of the
is
awards.
magnificent. What he's done to wrestling in the space of what, 4 months? Was it?
Yeah,
four,
if that.
4 months, 5 months would say now.
Yeah, from the
What?
final deletion to now.
to
Like,
now, like the man
Wow.
has like changed wrestling in a good way.
wow. And as TNA fans, we've been watching this from the beginning.
Yeah,
Even we was like completely like, this is stupid.
yeah. I'm first to admit that. I'll
Yeah.
put my hand up. I will even say like, oh, we were laughing like this is the end of TNA.
Yeah, this is done.
Yeah.
They've finally fucking jumped the shark.
Yeah.
This is it. Matt Hardy's lost his fucking full
Yeah,
mind.
yeah.
And then you saw the final deletion, you're like, I don't know how to feel about it. And it took a while for it to sink in. I'm like, dude, I think that was incredible. Like, and you could see the room was quiet
When
after.
I first saw Vanguard 1, I wanted that thing in the trash.
Yeah.
By the end of the Ward final deletion, decay or delete, Vanguard 1 was my best friend.
Yeah, I want
I
Vanguard
followed him
1.
on Twitter and everything.
Yeah. That moment between him and Senor Benjamin
Yeah.
when he came back to life.
Still
Sweetest thing I've seen on TV in years.
Easily.
Yeah.
Easily.
Yeah. Hardy's amazing. Thank you, Matt Hardy.
Thank you so much. And thank you for sticking around in TNA and trying to help.
And not listening to everyone. Like,
Yeah.
do you know how many people would have been going, this isn't going to work.
Yeah.
This isn't going to work. And he was just like, trust me. I know what I'm doing. Like, This is going to be brilliant. And they're like,
Well, it
no,
kind of helps
no,
when you have
no.
Jeff on your side. But hey, it still works.
Yeah, and Jeff's like, we're doing it
Yeah.
because he wants to do it. So we're doing it. And bang.
It worked.
Fantastic. All right, so next we have Chaos again, and now in the ring.
Yeah.
Everything goes black. You hear the... They're in the ring with Tribunal, beating the hell out of them.
Yep.
But the best bit out of this, like, okay, it means Tribunal's going into a thing with these guys. We're going to find out who they are, or the Tribunal's going to hold them accountable.
Mm-hmm.
The Tribunal.
Tribunal.
But I love, like, Matt and Jeff Hardy just watching this, or Brother Nero and Broken Matt Hardy. And just, like, Matt Hardy just going, ah, and then kind of looking at it confused again.
Yeah.
Then, ah, and then off. Just amazing.
Yeah.
Don't know what's going to happen with this. We'll see.
We'll find out. I don't honestly think it's New Day, but...
Could do. It's not the New Day. It's not the New Day.
Xavier Woods, hit me up if it's a New Day.
It's not the New Day.
It is.
All right, now we had the cutest segment I've ever seen.
Oh, yeah.
So Ali backstage, looking in a mirror, trying to build up the confidence to stand up to Maria,
Yeah.
saying things like, Miss Maria, I don't like it when you... And, you know, like, can't even bring herself to say it to herself.
Yeah.
So cute. BS comes up. He's like, what are you doing? Oh, that was so cute, because that's her actual husband.
Yeah, I know. I found it so corny.
Braxton Sutter, go on,
If
BS.
anything, I was a bit jealous, admittedly, but still a bit corny.
It was a cute segment,
Yeah,
really
that
well
was.
done. Then it was interrupted by Laurel.
Sarah Jessica Park. I mean, Laurel Van Ness.
Yeah, what a bitch. Like, seriously.
I'm trying to hit on someone's man when she's right there.
Yeah,
Bitch.
what a bitch. BS and Ali did a great job in this. It was cute. I liked it. So hopefully something comes of that.
Her boy's gonna help her out.
That would be good.
Her man in knight in armor is gonna come save her.
Knight in shining armor.
Yeah.
That's the one you're looking for.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
Thank
moving on.
you.
I covered it for you, dude. I covered it. I'm not bringing attention to
I'm
it at
sweating.
all. So next we had another Chaos promo, which kind of confused me because we'd already seen them on the show.
Didn't they just do the same promo?
Yeah, I was kind of like, why? Why didn't you save that for the beginning of the next episode? Then they come out again?
I
Like,
don't know. It must be a New Day thing.
dude, it's not the New Day. God's sake, it's not the New Day. Anyway, next up, we had Lashley and Cody's backstage promo. I like this. I like the dynamic that they had, actually. I'd actually like to see them work together rather than Lashley and Edwards again.
Yeah, they seem to work well.
Excuse me.
Cody seems to bring out all the wrestlers' promo freaking
Work
talent.
and personality, yeah. There must be like something in that family gene that like...
I'm the greatest promo cutter in the world. Fuck
yeah.
you, man. What do you got with me?
You better
What?
hang with me,
What?
yeah. Gail Kim versus Maria from last week, the whole thing.
Yeah, they practically showed the whole thing.
That was weird. So if you want to know what we thought about that, listen to the last episode because we've already seen this and spoken about it.
Pretty much. It's like they had nothing to show and they were trying to cover stuff.
Yeah. So next up we had Maria with Laurel and Ali in the ring. Maria blaming Ali for everything that's happened. Ali gets a beat down. The crowd's booing.
Yeah.
And it's going to be Ali versus Laurel next week.
Yep.
So we're going to actually get to see Ali wrestle, hopefully.
Yeah, let's see.
Eddie Edwards and Lashley had a backstage promo, which was nice as well.
Yeah. Lashley was trying to be the intimidator in this
And it just wasn't working.
Yeah, and it wasn't working at all for him. And it was actually pretty cool. So I was like, you know, you're not the big guy anymore. Like, screw you. Like,
I like how Cody Rhodes intimidated him.
Yeah.
And then Eddie Edwards just stood right up to him and he's like, no, man, I've already beaten you. You're nothing to me now.
It's like, and then, you know, Bobby Lashley sort of stood back like, well, fuck. Okay, he has beaten me.
It's good. One of my favorite segments from the evening as well, wrestling or promo. The Fixer with Mahabili Hogan.
Oh, Fixer.
So the Fixer's got a new job.
Yeah.
His job is to fix Mahabili Shera and make him credible.
Yeah.
So no more dancing.
Oh, I like the dancing.
It's time for Mahabili Shera to be tough.
No, but I like the dancing.
I like the dancing too, but I get it.
Okay,
He
fine.
needs a new image.
Fine,
He needs a new image. Remember, and you get
Great, I
this.
would have never let this happen.
You get this, right?
What?
Because Tyrus, who did he used to be? a dancing fucking dinosaur in WWE. So he's like, we're dropping the dancing. There's no more dancing. That shit's embarrassing.
What do you say? There's, you don't make...
You don't make the big dollars by dancing or
yeah,
something.
something like that, yeah.
It was good. And he's going to help make him a champ.
Yeah.
So first, he's going to set up a match for him with a huge talent so he can showcase his skills. And Mahabili Shera leaves and he's like, he's going to need a miracle.
Yeah.
So guess what the match was? Mahabili Shera versus a miracle straight after that.
Yeah.
This is a great match as well.
Yeah, two wrestlers that I didn't think would go up against each other did, and it actually worked well.
And their styles
Like, admittedly...
shouldn't mesh, but
yeah,
it did.
yeah, admittedly Mike Bennett did carry Mahabili
yeah.
Shera, but it seems to me Mahabili Shera is being carried by a lot of wrestlers. Just the fact, not that he's the bad wrestler, it's just the language barrier, I believe, or something like that towards that, or something.
You can see he's a Dean.
Like, you know, he keeps up, like, he's wrestled Kurt Angle, he's wrestled Bobby Lashley, he's wrestled, like, big talents. Like, he obviously knows how to wrestle.
He's not a bad wrestler.
Like, he knows how to go in there and knows how to move around. It's just obviously he just needs to be carried
a little bit.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. But that's
he's
fine.
still green, dude. Like, he's still young. He's still got a lot to learn. You see him when he first came in. He wasn't the best talent on the roster. He was fun and he was good, but he wasn't the best.
No.
And bit by bit, he's gotten better and better and better. And I really am enjoying his ring work now.
Yeah,
like,
same.
his Hulk Hogan no-sell.
Yeah, love it. Even does the full muscle flex. Like, just give the dude a shirt. Let him.
Just let him tear the shirt off.
Please.
Give him the shirt. He is Mahabili Hogan.
Yeah.
Now, the Miracle won just.
I'm a true Indian. No, I'm joking.
Just.
Yeah,
though.
I know.
Miracle just won. This put Shera over more than it did anything for the Miracle.
Yeah.
It was good.
It fixed him.
It's helping to fix him.
Yeah.
Still got a long way to go. Tyrus has got a lot of fixing to do.
Yeah, I know.
And I hope this means that we see Tyrus every episode fixing.
Yep, hopefully. But I still want to see that little promo package they do with the fixer.
Yeah.
Because that's fucking awesome. It's
Yeah.
so funny.
Especially where it says, nah, bruh, cash only.
Nah, bro, cash only.
Awesome. So next up we had a little promo with Cody and Eddie Edwards.
Yep.
It's their promo packages, video packages.
I think they did this already again.
They did a shorter version of the
and then
beginning.
they made a long...
And this was the full version.
Yeah.
Not before their match though. Which I was like, okay.
Yeah.
So next we had Lashley versus... Wait, didn't we? Did I?
Yeah, you...
Hold.
No, we covered this.
Oh, that's right. They replayed the whole fucking Lashley versus Moose match from the beginning of the fucking show. Are you fucking kidding me? At least put something on from a couple of weeks ago.
And they actually put an ad break in between and then went back to it and it was still the freaking highlights. I was like,
saying earlier in the evening, the whole fucking match. Like, what the fuck?
Alright, they cut out the entrances, but even till the ending and like Bobby Lashley walking out and everything, they showed it.
Dude, I would rather the show be half an hour shorter than they keep putting in this filler bullshit.
Yeah.
Seriously, cut it half an hour shorter. Put in half an hour more ads. Make more money.
Yeah.
Stop showing me shit that I saw 40 minutes ago like I'm a fucking idiot and can't remember it.
Oh, God.
It's what I felt like. I'm like, do you think I'm so fucking stupid that I seriously can't remember what just happened?
40 minutes.
That you need to show it to me again right now.
And alright, look, even if they did recap it, they could have just literally showed the ending, and that's all they had to do.
The whole match.
Yeah, the whole match, like literally 15 minutes of it.
You could have run something in that time, right? Because like next we had DJ Zia ringside to talk about the Team X Gold, which is the dumbest name for a fucking thing ever. Serious thing where it's like 3 people per team and tag teams.
Represent each division or whatever.
Yeah, like why didn't you just call it like the 3-pack challenge or something? Not even that's dumb, but this is fucking ridiculous. Team X Gold. What the fuck does that mean? And sorry, they pissed me off because it came right after replaying the whole thing. I was like already angry from like you talking down to me as a viewer, and then you should like play it. I'm like, that's so dumb. But anyway, Rockstar Spud interrupts and says he's got a team coming next week.
I love the redneck fans that start calling him Tater Tot.
Yeah,
that was actually pretty funny.
I still don't understand the rules of this though. It hasn't been explained really well.
But for some reason, Pope and freaking Josh were
Love
hyping it
it.
up. Yeah, they're like,
Love
oh,
it.
it's all going down here. It's like, what's going down?
It's like it's growing, or it's like we've seen one match.
Yeah, not
And
even.
it was just like 3 random dudes versus 3 random dudes for no reason.
But it's hyped.
Yeah, but cool. All right, we'll see what happens there. Stuff like that, that's what annoys me about Impact. It's like, come on, dudes, please. Like, if you're going to introduce something, explain it to me.
Don't enforce it.
Like the Grand Championship, you explained that to me. You took your time.
And it wasn't, not they didn't even take their time. It wasn't that long. It was like, we got a new title. This is serious.
No, but that promo package beforehand, this is how it works.
Yeah,
this
this
is
is
what
serious,
it is.
yeah.
Rah, rah. Get
Simple.
it, I'm on. Team X Gold, it's like 3 dudes versus 3 dudes. But why is that special?
What are they, like, what are they
Okay,
fighting
is it
for?
only X Division guys? No one said if it is or it isn't, or like...
Well, Rockstar Spud came out and was like, yeah, pissed off the fact that, you know, he didn't get picked in the team.
Yeah, and it was like... Cause
So
no one
now
likes
I'm
him.
making my team.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So we'll see. Look, the match was good though. Like 3 X Division guys versus 3 X Division guys was great. But just explain the concept to me so I understand why I'm watching it.
Yeah.
Okay, next we had Cody with Brandy Rhodes versus Eddie Edwards for the TNA World Heavyweight title.
Yeah.
This was a great
Awesome
match. Stole the
match.
show,
Yeah, pretty much.
flat out.
I thought Moose's match and Bobby Lashley had it, but no.
But after you made me watch it the second time,
Yeah,
I was
I
like
hated
not
it.
as interested the second time, so it kind of lost me a little bit. Yeah, dude, it was fantastic. It was so tight. I thought the Hardys or the Tribunal, because that was really good too. But this was just a wrestling showcase. It was great.
No,
was
I
great.
enjoyed it so much, dude. Like, both of the lads showed what they had. Cody seemed to really enjoy wrestling with Eddie Edwards and vice versa.
Oh, it was just so smooth.
Yeah.
Like, this is one of those matches that you point...
And Cody, sorry, like, you know, Cody's, like, you know, very technical, very gifted, blah, 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 very experienced. So he tends to carry the wrestlers most of the time, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not this
No,
match.
not in this case. No,
Not in
this
this
is a
match.
50-50.
Yeah, this
you
was
can
literally
see.
50-50 the whole time.
They both put each other over so well. They
Yeah.
both highlighted each other. They both
Exactly. Got their
great
spots
moves,
in.
got their spots in. But it was the consistency, the smoothness, the like. You can see in every match there's a little bit where you're like, oh, he slipped a bit there and he's corrected or he's done. I couldn't see anything.
No,
like,
I didn't see anything.
I was lost in the magic of this
Yeah,
match. It was
an
just
awesome
great.
match. And hey, get to see more Cody wrestle.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
Anytime.
Yeah.
Anytime. Again, like in my notes, I've written so smooth. Like that's the only way you can describe this match. This is one of those matches that you can show people and go, there's a difference between sports entertainment and wrestling, or at least there used to be. So if you went back to WWE from even say 2 years ago and put that up against something like this, you're like, you can see the difference. This is wrestling. I really liked it. And it told a great story and it was entertaining. And both of them cut great packages, which should have been before the match.
It was so smooth. It looked like it was pre-planned the whole match, but it wasn't.
It didn't look like it. I think they were calling it on the fly.
Yeah, pretty much it was calling on the fly. Like, you know, there was obviously some parts that were planned because it's wrestling at the end of the day. Of course it's going to be planned. But, you know, most of that looked like it was, you know, shoot, dude. Like, it was...
It was just, they ran with it and just kept going.
Yeah.
What I liked as well now, Eddie Edwards wins. He's going to retain the title. Love the roll-up. That was a great...
Yeah.
Like
I actually was
pulling
confused what happened there. Then, you know, when you explained to me what happened, I was like, oh, fuck.
See, one of Eddie Edwards' shoulders is up because that's how he's pulling his legs down. I'm like, that was cool.
Yeah.
It was very technical. It was it was a wrestler's match. It wasn't a fan's match. It wasn't a spectator's match. It was a wrestler's match.
Yeah.
But it had some high spots in it as well and some great bits. Now, this is how you do a run-in and draw heat. Maria ran in and attacked Brandy after the match.
Yeah.
So, one, didn't touch the showcase that we just saw, didn't screw it up, didn't interrupt it. We just saw a wrestling spectacle.
Yeah.
And then you still drew heat on the Miracle.
Yeah.
Because he got his wife to do his dirty work
Didn't
and hit
even
his
do anything.
like hit his enemy's wife. Yeah. That's cheap.
Dirty
Dirty,
bastard.
yeah. Do you believe?
I love you, dude, Mike, but I do love you, though.
I believe you're a cheater. A dirty player.
The only real miracle is that tight. No, I'm joking.
I believe you came from the Ric Flair school of winning matches. That's what I believe.
Loses every
The
match.
new dirtiest player in the game.
Yeah.
Jesus. So all in all, the new content I really liked.
Yeah.
90% of the new content there was bits like, again, I was a little bit harsh. DJZ did cut a good promo. I still just don't understand what Team X Gold is, and
Hey,
I'd
look,
like to.
as I said, look, as you said too. Hey, I don't mind seeing 3 X Division guys go up against another 3 X Division guys. That's great. 6-man tag team, awesome.
Yeah.
But just give us a bit of a storyline why it's happening. That's all
Something.
we ask for.
And you don't need to play me a whole match that happened last week and a whole match that happened earlier in the show. If you need to fill content, and I get it, because you don't have there's not a lot of money going around. They've had to shoot what they could to fill out content for the rest of the year.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Here's a new segment for you every episode. It's called Classic Impact, where you grab a match from 2005 with CM Punk and AJ Styles in it and play that shit.
And just to rub it in WWE's face a little bit.
Yeah, or an awesome Samoa Joe and fucking Bobby Roode match.
Mm-hmm.
Something like that.
Or an awesome Kong and Gail Kim
match.
Yeah.
Or, Classic Impact. There you go. You haven't sold the library yet. That deal hasn't finished. It was, it wasn't, it was, it wasn't, it wasn't, it may be. It's very much in the works. It wasn't. It is. But that hasn't happened. So you've still owned the rights to your old stuff. Just plant that shit in between. I'd be happy to watch that. Not only that, you want WWE to buy your tape library, showcase some of those matches they want to buy, get them hungry for it, and then charge them more.
This is free marketing, TNA, so fucking...
I work in marketing.
Yeah.
It's very simple. All right, and you're not attacking your opposition either. You're doing it in almost love. Here's the stars you love. They used to work for us. Here's one of the a match of theirs you may not have seen.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of new people watching because of the broken Matt Hardy and stuff. So showcase some of the older
old
stuff.
Yeah. Show your roots.
And then I don't have to watch a match I fucking watched 40 minutes ago or that I watched last week. And then did a show about. So I know the match well. I took fucking notes the first time. I didn't have to the second.
Oh, God.
And it was good too. So go back to the last episode and listen to what we think about the Gail and Maria thing. I really enjoyed it. It was different. And if you want to know what we thought about the Lashley thing, listen to the beginning of this fucking show.
Skip 40 minutes, 20 minutes later, and then hear Rick just go mental.
Again, because they played another fucking round of it. So, anyway. Again, all in all, I like the original content. There's some ideas. Hopefully someone from Impact picks that up or they do that on their own. Please make that go viral. Play Classic Impact rather than the shit we just watched.
Yeah.
But other than that, I'm done.
Yeah.
That's it. The show's over. We've got nothing left. So, ladies,
before we go,
every time, dude, this isn't a worked thing. This is fucking shoot. He does this every time for real.
This is a quick one. I'm not gonna be long. I just want to clarify this, guys. When you're doing the Matt Hardy gesture, the thing, the delete. Look, it's great. I do it too. That's awesome. But, it's kind of, going towards the, the big.
Let me put it as clearly. You're going from delete to zig heil.
Yeah.
You've got to point your finger.
Yeah, point your finger and then
straight.
Not upwards.
Yeah.
And don't start from your chest.
Yeah, with your hand, fingers extended.
Yeah.
And then go up. That's called a Nazi salute, kids.
And that's considered
quite offensive
to a lot of cultures.
So when we saw the whole crowd doing it, bar one or two people were like, oh no.
Yeah.
Don't do that. And you see the Hardys deliberately one finger out on
one finger
and straight
just don't, guys.
Please don't do the Nazi salute.
I know
it's never cool. But... even if it's an accident, it's never cool. It's never cool to double in Nazism.
Yeah, please.
There's the message for this episode.
Yeah, thank you. That's what I just wanted to say. That's all.
So thanks for listening, and we always like to leave you with a little something to remember from week to week, and that's this: adventure, excitement. Stooge craves not these things. Welcome to the Stooge Revolution.